I want to walk you through an exercise I use regularly in my therapy sessions. I want you to frame this not as a journaling exercise, but as an excavation. You're looking for something specific buried deep within. So here's the sentence we're going to be working with. If I stopped, insert whatever I do to feel valuable, then I would be fill in the blank. Some examples could be achieving, working hard, or being helpful. So, an example would be if I stopped achieving, then I would be unlovable. Now, it may be difficult to admit what you actually are going to put in those brackets, but it's really important that you put what you actually believe, not what may feel good or be accepted by others, but the actual truth deep down that you have about yourself. The public version that you want accepted by others is usually more manageable. It's almost optimistic and it's just not quite honest. So, you might feel that wrestling of when I sit with that sentence and whatever comes up, I'm not ready to say it. But there's something really powerful about just saying it, admitting it, confessing it, just being real about the actual belief in a way that loses power over it. Now, the honest version looks something like inputting worthless, invisible, unlovable, a disappointment. These are all things that, again, are very difficult to name, but it's really important that we sit with the weight and the truth of them. Now, what you just named is not a flaw. There's nothing chronically wrong with you. It's just an old belief. It was written by a child version of you, most likely, or young adult in a context that no longer applies. I call this the inherited script. It's the thing that you subconsciously ascribed to believing that got you the worth and belonging that you were looking for. The belief certainly didn't come out of nowhere. It was formed in relationships, in environments where you were socially looking for approval. And the belief became operating as your operating principle. Is the thing that underlines every major decision you make, every job you took, every promotion you chased, every financial number that you achieved, and every Sunday you dread. Why is it so important we name this belief? Well, you can't examine a belief you don't know you hold. So self-awareness is the first step. And then admitting what we're aware of allows us to have space from that belief in order to change our relationship to it. In short, you can't change a story you haven't read. Now, what's the career implication here? Picture this. A man such as yourself is running this belief on autopilot, will feel the effects in almost any job because the belief is the problem, not the job. Now, the second part of this exercise I'm going to walk you through is replacing that inherited script with the truth. So this sentence goes, if I stopped insert worth source, achieving, helping, earning, I would still be fill in the blank. So you're going to do the opposite on the second part, the fill in the blank, and keep that first worth source. So an example would be if I stopped achieving, I would still be lovable. You see how powerful it is to replace something like that from the old inherited script, which is unless I'm achieving, I am unlovable. Now I want you to sit with what that even feels like when you replace the sentence. I know your whole life's not changing. It's just one exercise, but I think it's really important to know there is a difference. You should feel lighter, more free, more expansive, less pressure on yourself. Now I want you to say it out loud, not because this is a pep rally and your mind's going to explode with enlightenment, but because it matters that you start speaking out loud the truth of who you are. Because before you were ashamed to do so, and you weren't aware of how much that shame was driving your relationship to your work. Now you say it out loud, the truth, even if you know deep down most of you doesn't believe it, find the part of you that does. And pay attention to your body, because the body responds before the mind does, whether it's a strange defensive laugh, a feeling of absurdity, tightness in your shoulders, whatever that reaction is data. So when you read those sentences and beliefs out loud, it tells you how far the belief goes. When you pay attention to what's going on in your body, it tells you how deeply lodged that belief is. This flip of one inherited script to the truth isn't just an affirmation. This is the new bedrock. This is the truth claim that the old belief has been contradicting. So I want you to sit with the discomfort of saying that first inherited script, because it's important you feel the pains of the reality of what you actually believe, not what you wish or you feel like you should believe. After you feel that discomfort, just observe it, notice it. And then when you try to say that new truth out loud, also pay attention to your body and what comes up for you there. Again, you don't have to believe that second sentence just yet. That truth has now been named, but it hasn't been claimed in a sense. You haven't lived into it. You just have to say it often enough and be aware and continually change your view to work based on the second belief. You might not see any change today or tomorrow, but the point is that today you planted a seed that allows you to then grow something new, a new perspective, a new way of being in the world related to your work. If it felt like this exercise was helpful and resonant, join me for a free workshop where I'll be discussing the relationship to work and worth. And we're going through an exercise very similar to this with other guys just like you. See you there.